Okay, now we want a representation of how many coins you have collected. So for that, we're going to go and create a GUI text. So you can go to Game Object, create another GUI text, or from the drop-down menu in the hierarchy panel, go to Create GUI text. Now the GUI text, as soon as you add it, you can see that there's some text in the game view, but not in the scene view. So for those of you who are not familiar with GUI text, I'll just go over it quickly. You can see GUI text, you can see the text here. If you change the text here, you can see it being updated in the game view, although you don't see it in the scene view. So GUI text only shows up in the game. The position of GUI text is also a bit different from the transform positions that you use on other game objects. So this is a screen position. So X goes from 0 to 1, as you can see there, and then also Y goes from 0 to 1, 0 being the bottom of the screen, 1 being the top of the screen position. X position wise, 0 is the left edge of the screen and Y is the right edge of the screen. So when we do 0.5.5, it's going to put the text in the center of the screen. And you can change anchor and alignment here. I'm going to put anchor at middle, center, okay? And this is going to be my coin counter. So I'm going to put this at the top of the screen, maybe a bit further up. And you can use a different font. I think I might have one here. Let's see. Nope. So I'm just going to use the default, make it bold and italic. Change the color if you want to do that. For now, I'm just going to keep it that way. So we have now a coin counter variable that counts the coins that the player has collected, and also a GUI text object that shows to the player how many coins he or she has collected. I'm going to change this to GUI text and the GUI coins. So now all we have to do is connecting the two, right? We want to connect the coin count variable here in my state to the GUI part here, where we want to update this number in the end. So there are only a few things we need to do. First, we need to remember one thing, which is the coins are int variables. Right? The coin count here is an int variable. The GUI text variable, this requires a string variable. So what we are going to do here is we're going to convert this int variable to a string variable, so we can use it here, and we want to make sure it's a text. And then we also want to construct a string so that it shows coin, a semicolon, space, and then the number. And then finally we'll update this field with the new string that we've created. It might sound a bit confusing, but let's go through it and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So we have coin count, that's the int variable. Let's go to actions, and let's find int to string, convert int to string action. So here we need another variable, so I'm going to call this, make sure it's a string variable. I'm going to call it coin count string. Right, so we want to convert coin count, which is an int variable, to coin count string, which is the corresponding string variable. And finally, we can use the format field here to add coin semicolon space to this string, but we want to make sure that we add a 0 there, and the 0 there is going to refer to the first argument in this action. So that's going to basically grab the int variable in its string form and then add there. So that's okay. So let's disable the destroy object and just observe this string variable here for a second. Let's play. Okay, let's look at the state here. See that it's giving me the correct format, so that's great. So now all I have to do is passing this string variable to my GUI text object. Let's just grab the GUI text component into the state machine, and we're going to set property. And here we're going to find text, and we're going to set it to the coin count string variable. Okay, let's give this a test, see if that works. Okay, just pay attention to the coin. Great, so now we are collecting coins multiple times for the same one because we're not destroying it, but I just wanted to check and see, make sure that this is working. So that's great. I'm also going to just make the font size a little bit bigger. 24, yeah. And enable destroy again. So that should be it for collecting coins.